Now Advocate Jatin Naik, as All India Lawyers Union had given a call to protest, to at least raise a protest by statement made by Law Minister on lawyers profession. So under this, under law, All India Lawyers Union, we have given this call, but other groups are also involved, like associations. Many members are also coming now, so they are going to participate. Now we are having with us President of All India Lawyers Union Goa Unit, Advocate Avinash Bhosle, and General Secretary of All India Lawyers Union Goa Unit, Victor Savio Braganza. So now I am requesting, because he has issued a statement before, and if you want a statement, we can give a written statement. We can send it on WhatsApp and email. So Victor Savio Braganza, please brief.
On 10th of October, at a press conference, Honorable Minister for Law and Judiciary, Mr. Nilesh Cabral, went on a defamatory and derogatory tirade in general against lawyers in Goa, making unnecessary comments regarding the charging of fees by lawyers in Goa. On the very next day, All India Lawyers Union Goa State Committee issued a statement condemning the statements made by Honorable Minister for Law and Judiciary. We said that while welcoming some suggestions regarding simplification of registration of sale deeds, etc., other comments were not at all required. Thereafter, on the same very day, the various forums and associations of lawyers in Goa, various advocates associations, also gave a very similar statement. All India Lawyers Union had called for an apology by the minister, whereas the various law forums, advocates forums and associations from Goa had called for withdrawal of his statement. We waited for 2 weeks. On 11th, we had issued this statement of our forums and associations. Now more than 2 weeks have passed, and the Honorable Minister has totally ignored our statement and our calls for either withdrawal of his comments or for an apology. In the circumstances, we were constrained to protest against these statements. Now the Honorable Minister has no right whatsoever, nor is he qualified to make such statements regarding professional fees charged by lawyers. This is between the lawyers and the clients, and bar councils are there to regulate all such issues. So we once again condemn this tirade or this comments by the Honorable Law Minister, and we call, All India Lawyers Union calls for an apology, and now since he is not apologized during this period, we are forced to ask for his resignation. He should be sacked from this Ministry of Law and Judiciary. That's all.
Any question? Gauri Shagni. Advocate Gauri Shagni, the President. Thank you.
Good evening, friends. First of all, I congratulate our colleagues who have taken the initiative in first condemning the statement of the Honorable Law Minister. Then all about 7 associations from Goa, from all across, from north to south, we have all jointly condemned the statement of the Law Minister. As a role of a Law Minister, I think he should have been a little bit more responsible in making that statement. He should have exercised restraint. What the lawyer does with the client is purely a professional and a privileged act. It's an agreement between the lawyer and the client of what fee he should charge. No third party can dictate or tell us whether what we charge is high or less. If the Honorable Law Minister feels that the lawyers are charging high fees in matters of conveyancing, my question to the Law Minister is, what action has he taken when the whole state of Goa condemned exorbitant fees paid by the government to certain advocates for defending litigations against the state of Goa in the Supreme Court, etc. There were a lot of grievances raised that before the Green Tribunal, before the Supreme Court, before other tribunals, taxpayers' hard-earned money has been spent on paying exorbitant government advocate fees. Why has the Honorable Law Minister not regulated that and not taken any cognizance of that and condemned those acts? Today, if a lawyer is charging certain fees for conveyancing, it is the lawyer who knows what effort goes into that particular aspect of the matter. The Law Minister sitting in his chamber cannot say that we have charged exorbitant fees and that too on some hearsay. If you have seen that video, he says that somebody came and told me that lawyers are charging high fees. He should be more concerned, and if he is really concerned about the common man, my question to the Honorable Law Minister is, on what basis has he increased the stamp duties? On what basis has he increased the court fees for the common man to approach the court in Goa? On what basis has he increased the land rates in Goa? And all this is done without consultation with the common man. All this is done without any consultation with any member of the bar. This is all done by him unilaterally. So if he can increase fees the way he wants through his Department of Law and Justice, I question him as to on what basis is he questioning the authority of lawyer to charge fees. Absolutely no locus standi. So also, earlier, if you all know, a lot of process of registration was being done by the staff of the sub-registrar office. Now, under the name of simplification of the process, entire pre-registration burden is today put on the lawyer's office. What work the staff was doing in the sub-registrar office, today virtually everything the lawyer has to do. Earlier we used to draft and we used to present the deed for registration. It was approved by the registrar and you could go and just register the deed. Today we have to go a tedious process of at least 10 to 12 different steps of pre-registration. We have to upload a draft of a document, we have to await for approval, we have to do the entire online payments, and there are so many other phases till you actually go and present the deed for registration. He said that I'm going to so much simplify the process that a lawyer's help will not be required by a common man.
Yes.
I'm giving a challenge to the Honorable Law Minister that do such simplification and show.
Yes.
We are happy if a common man does not need the lawyer, if you can do such a simplification. And my request to him is, also simplify the rest of the procedures in the state where the state will not require lawyers. It's a challenge to him.
Yes.
And I'm sure he will never be able to do this because it is us lawyers who defend the rights of the common man when these politicians violate their rights. Just half an hour back, I have seen a digital news that some youth from Vasco went to raise some grievance before a minister from Vasco, and that they have been abused or some incident has happened and the MLAs have not supported this common man. Now where are these common men going to go? They are going to come to us lawyers to fight cases against this minister. When the ministers are dragged to the court, where do the ministers go? They come to us lawyers to defend them, and there they are willing to pay whatever fees the lawyers charge because they want to save their skins. So what is the moral ground for the minister to today say that the lawyer is charging X amount of fee? Please leave it to the lawyers. We know what we are doing. Goa is in safe hands of lawyers. Goa is a very good bar, and this efforts of the bar and the sincerity and dedication of the bar has been acknowledged by various judges who have visited the state of Goa.
True.
So I don't think the Honorable Minister can comment on the quality or the charging of the fees by lawyers. So all associations across Goa, we unanimously condemn this act of the law minister. I request him, as we are lawyers, we don't agitate, we request. We once again request the minister to take back the statement made by him, apologize for questioning us on our fees. You do your work, we will do our work. Let the common man judge who's charging whom how and whose money is going in the wrong way. I think today the common man feels that so-called 5,000 rupees also is not come in any common man's account till now. So we know where the money of the common man is going towards what. And I think they are safe in the lawyer's hands in Goa. With this, I will thank my friends again who have gathered here. And I appeal the minister to kindly take note of the concern of the lawyers, because he is the minister of law. He should be most concerned about the lawyers' fraternity in Goa and the service we render to the common man. Please note, whatever fees we charge is a service to the common man we are doing. So please do not malign the service which we are rendering to the common man. Thank you.
So we have Advocate Vinod Singh.
Mr. Honorable Minister, I just want to ask you one thing. See, we as lawyers, we as forums of different lawyers association, we are not associated to any political parties, nor we do have political affiliations. But what I want to ask you is, how did you make such a statement? It is for the client to tell us, Baba, this is not much, I cannot afford you, I will go to a different lawyer. You cannot tell us this. And if you tell us this, you cannot demand our fees. So it's like this, आम्ही तुमका दितले, सेल डिडाक इतले पैसे दितले तुमका, त्या टायमार तुम्ही आमका सेल डीड सब रजिस्टर कर म्हणून. No, don't create that habit. We charge our clients because of the expertise. And as lawyers, which my friends are here, I know we do 20 years research on the title report. And that goes in the sale date. 20 years title report. तो आमका सांगतालो Nilesh Cabral, it's going to make me very simplified. Will he title search every sale date which is happening in Goa? He will not do that. So title search report, according to the sale date, we do it. It's not just copy, cut, paste what he said. That is going to make it very simplified. It's not that simplified procedure. We charge our clients according to our expertise. We charge our client according to our experience. If he thinks that it is overmuch, he has no right. He is a lawyer, so you should know that. What I want to say is very simple. What I want to say is simple. तुका तर दिसता न्ही that आम्ही charge overcharge करता न्ही. So तू practice आणि हो मरे. Why you become a politician? You come into practice and make all this money. Why you become a politician? And don't just simply blame the politicians and simply blame the lawyers by this. Lawyers Forum is strongly condemning your statement. Mr. Cabral, I think you should resign, and you should resign gracefully. Why? You know why? Simple. Because you are a lawyer and you are trying to teach us what is our fees. Let the people not come to us. Let the clients tell us, we are not coming to you because you're charging us 20,000, you're charging us 50,000. I'll go to a cheap lawyer. Go. Who is he to tell us that come, you're going to make it simplify? Does he want to make, does it, you know what is it, Jatin? Yes, setting array. You know what I want to do is, I will do this, I will do that, I will do that, pay me that so much. I am not against that. See, we lawyers are not against any political affiliations, we are not affiliated to any political party. But what I want to say is, let me decide my fees, man. Who are you to decide my fees? I will charge 10,000 for this. Like Supreme Court and Sangamare aata hai, judgment on. If you don't watch Arnab Chamal, if you don't like Arnab, don't watch his show, don't watch his TV. If you think our lawyers are going to charge us, you don't tell us what to do. We will do what we want, but we are doing it with a reasonable level. And I'll tell you, as lawyers fraternity from Goa, fraternity, we are doing so well. And fortunately, Gauri Shagni is there here. And I'll tell you, Gauri Shagni is doing such a wonderful job for us as Lawyers Forum in Goa and Panjim. We need such lawyers, and he's going out of the way to help so many people here. So you don't please tell us how much to be charged and how much should we charge. तुका जाय जाल्यार मरे तू एक काम कर तू just leave your profession as a politician and you just dictate your fees to your so-called pro bono lawyers, okay? आम्ही तशे ना ते आम्ही आपले फीज आम्ही चार्ज करतले आणि आमकां क्लायंट सांगतले सर तू I know Jatin, I know Gauri. We do so much of pro bono. Legal aid, I have not built so much. But we know how much to charge. Tu amka sangna ka, it is so much, it is so much. Are maka sang, if your father is unwell, you go to Manipal, you go to Healthway. If the doctor tells you pay so much, you pay na. And tu amka sangtalo, if they have charges so much, tu sangana mare. So you please don't tell us how much to charge. For 10,000, we will charge 1 lakh. have the guts, stop us. But we will do it the way we want it. तो हमका सांगना कर.
Advocate Paresh now.
Everyone has covered, Gaurish has covered, and Savya also has covered from the Maksar bar, so I will not repeat. We feel that the minister should behave in a respectful manner to the lawyers and take back his statement. That would put an hiatus to this issue and it will not go forward. If not, then the lawyers would be forced to take recourse to the course of law because it amounts to defamation. When he says that this is what is being done and it is against the law or it is overcharged and all this. This is straight away a case for defamation. So I would advise criminal as well as criminal. So the lawyer, Nilesh should be well advised to take back his comments and put a hiatus on this issue. Thank you.
Friends, we have seen lot of politicians serving this our honorable beautiful place of Goa. I'm not going the country, who do not have any formal education, but they were politicians to the core and they were social worker to the core, and they did their job for which they were cut out. We have a first Chief Minister Banodkar. Equally, there was a leader of opposition. I don't know what's the qualification of this law and judiciary minister, who came down with such a derogatory, defamatory remarks vis-a-vis the legal profession. He did not single out any individual. He made an allegation against the entire legal fraternity. We are the custodian of law. We are a man in uniform, and Constitution has given us authority and right to safeguard not only law and judiciary, safeguard the Constitution of India.
True.
Unfortunately, this very sulky remark of this minister is a reflection of what is happening in the country today. We are in a very sorry state of affairs. The Constitution of India is not only destroyed, is being destroyed. It's an outright murder of a Constitution of India. If the Constitution of India is being destroyed, there won't be any democracy in the world or in the India. Because the Indian Constitution is one of the best acclaimed, cherished constitution wherever democracy survives. And they are copying all the democratic countries, a new country also, are copying our Indian Constitution. That is being diluted, that is being destroyed. And that is why, in line with what is happening in the center, so also these people dare to make such statements. Otherwise, they never had guts. I doubt whether he has matriculated himself or has some formal education. If he was educated, if he was qualified, he would have never dared to make such statement against the lawyer fraternity. His statement, if it is not withdrawn, as it is demanded by our colleague, we are going to take a stern action against him. This is the first protest, because I feel one of the journalists questioned me, have you made a representation to him? I want representation to him. He makes one statement, some freak statement in a press statement, and casts aspersion on a lawyer. What right does he have? What morality he has? What jurisdiction does he have? Absolutely no locus standi, as rightly said by Advocate Gulwan Singh. I want in fact we are all here, all 7 forums, including our All India Lawyers Union, which has condemned his defamatory remarks, and we had asked for an apology or withdrawal of his statement, failing which we would like to go for a protest or a different form of action. But right now on this platform, I would like to request our Honorable Bar, High Court Bar, and also the Supreme Court Bar to take cognizance of such happenings. It is not only an insult to the lawyers fraternity, You insulted the constitution, you insulted the law and judiciary, entire system, for which there cannot be any lesser word than saying sorry. He has to resign, not only apology. This minister does not deserve to be in the chair of Lord Judiciary, because that is supposed to be highest body as far as judiciary is concerned in Goa. I don't know what will be the future of the not only lawyers, but it will be the future of citizens of our own citizens. So right now there are gallows of issues which are cropping up. He will in one statement, one signature, he is going to, these are the signs of the tyranny, these are the signs of Salazar. He doesn't know the democracy, that democracy prevails, and he is a minister in a democracy. So I request our Goa Bar Council Association and also Supreme Court to take the cognizance. If not, we are going to go, as rightly said by my colleague Paresh Rao, that we are going to file a defamation, criminal as well as civil, against said Nilesh. I thank all my fraternity people for coming. I also thank the electronic and print media for being present here with a very short notice and highlighting our cause. Thank you very much.
We are going to file a defamation, but in the same right, we will allow member of one of the bar association to defend him in court of law, because he will need a lawyer there as well. See, we will never say no lawyer will represent him
In person.
because in person he cannot. He will not understand what is defamation, criminal or civil. Apart from that, see, we condemn the defamatory statement of Nilesh. Yes, and we will ask even our member to take less fee. Legal aid. We'll provide him legal aid. The best legal aid. Legal aid service. See, we had a good relationship with journalists. Ever you heard we charge exorbitant fees from you? Never. Actually, I have seen many journalists sitting in our library service to give advice. But that's not the case. This statement, derogatory statement, it is uncalled for. And it is not meant, as a minister, is immoral, unethical, unwarranted, and against question of social justice. I think we have right to defend and right to take the fees. Like doctors take the fee. You have got a great JMC, Goa Medical College. You have got a private hospital. Ever he asked, or they have asked, why the private doctors are taking exorbitant fees? Nobody has questioned it. Neither we want to, because that is their privacy. That is their professional right to. Yes, that's a prerogative right to charge fees. We have got JMC, which also gives free service, but still there are private hospitals. And plus, we have a legal aid services. So thank you very friends for coming here and attending our press conference and protest. Thank you.